Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody on this fine hump day? I'm Kerry. This is Kerry's Musings. Musings meaning my thought. My thoughts alone. You guys don't believe me? Go research it. Go look it up. Nobody has to believe me, but I'm out here trumpeting the news, what's going on around, trying to figure out what we can do, what we can't do. Hey, Facebook user, glad to have you with me. Telling everybody, what I think, how I think, and hopefully what other people think too. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? Good to have you. Wonderful day here. I've been sitting around all day watching the Millions March in Canada, starting in Ottawa, Alberta with Glebe, and then Alberta with Tommy Temper, and now going on, just winding up yeah, can't think of the name of the town on the west coast. Vancouver is Canada knows. I'll probably try to show some of them as we go along today. Why is it that we can't do that in the U.S.? Why is it that it only happens in Canada? Unity all the way across the country, different time zones, you name it. Let's see what's Tommy Temper saying right now. Commercial. Well, I have to. He must be restreaming somebody else now. But what I figured I'd do today. How was I seeing that on? Oh, okay. I was showing Ottawa. I'm sorry for the lapse. Quiet time. Quiet time. Try to show this a little bit early. Oh, there we go. This is what they did in Edmonton. Well, sorry about that. Technical difficulties, everybody. Let me try that again. Why did it switch? Go back a hair.
Which is just a lingering few people. And yeah, something going on over there with the flag. So should be interesting to see. Let me go a little closer in here. Oh yeah, they're gonna. Oh, there goes the flag. Something's happening there. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Here's the video. Here's the flag. And
Hey, Ruba, hi,
they don't
Andy.
like that flag on the teacher's building.
Hi, Nobby.
So we're going to watch this live. And oh, there it goes. It's coming down. The flag is coming down off of the Alberta Teachers Association building. One little bit and it's down. She's right down completely. Okay, Alberta Teachers Association, it says keep schools safe for all kids. That's exactly what those guys are doing across the road by doing that. They are attempting to keep schools safe by not having the LG flag flying on the Alberta Teachers Association, the union building, the flag flying, which I saw it here and I thought, come on, you don't put a big flag like that. That amounts to
Not
giving me
over our
the
education.
finger, for God's sakes. That amounts to giving me the finger. And really, honestly, that was really, really nice to see that flag come down. Really, really nice. I'm like so proud of those guys that went over there and pulled that flag down. And here comes that flag. There's the flag over there. They actually have it. They're pulling it over. And they got it over into the front area there now. They're bringing it across the street. It's coming across the street here. Here comes the flag off the building. Here comes the car.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, is that the LG?
Okay, I'll swing over to the more towards beginning so you can see what it was like earlier.
Leave our kids alone! 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 Leave our kids alone!
This is
Leave our kids alone!
Edmond,
Leave
Alberta.
our kids alone! Leave our kids
Tommy-
alone! Leave our kids alone! Leave our kids alone!
Tommy
Leave
Temper.
our kids alone! Leave 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 our kids alone!
You know what's interesting here? That flag is on the Teachers Association building. That flag, the Teachers Association Union is so pro-LG that they've got a giant flag on their building. Oh my God.
Okay.
Lion roars.
That was Edmonton. Now I'll switch over to Vancouver. To Canada, you need to know. No. Okay. Full screen. This was just winding up just a little bit ago. But
But the fact of the matter is, children can't consent to this. And parents really want to have a say in this stuff. And I think this is a good time to just, draw that line in the sand and say, everybody can have their way of life, but
It's Clyde, do something.
consent is, we wouldn't allow kids to go get tattoos. We wouldn't allow kids to
It seems
start
so
smoking.
Smoke, drink, drive.
Yeah.
So obvious.
I know. Why would they say these things?
Why is it controversial? Like, you know what? Leaving them alone is awesome. Like, really, don't. Why are we pushing anything onto them and confuse them, distract them? They're kids. They're 8. They're 5. They're 14. Were you confused at 14? Were we all confused in ways? Very. You may even have suicidal thoughts. You may. I have thoughts. I guess thoughts is a thought. I've done so much personal growth. There's thoughts is a thought. You know. And like it's been to skew the stats and everything. Oh, they all 99% of kids thought of suicide, and the only answer is change your gender. Come on now. Maybe they're depressed.
Surely there's something better. Surely better than genital mutilation. Okay.
It isn't to say that,
Do
you
you
know.
mind stealing the live stream for a
Yeah,
minute
sure.
while I try
I'm taking
my...
over.
Hey!
But yeah, no, it's a thing. So like, it's not the gender dysphoria to an extent. You know, it's a medical condition. You know, we should really actually start.
Well, ask us. Ask us then.
Skip ahead so we get some of the crowd there. Vancouver looks like it's a little bit more mixed. I see a little bit of everybody there. More moderate, let's say. Okay, so let's go from there to the plebe. Now this is in Ottawa, capital of Canada. Let's sound on.
This guy's got no charisma. He's trying to like get the crowd going, but he's low energy. All right, we're heading back. Now it's gonna get fun because we're gonna see the public sector union go up against the Muslims and the Christians. This should be really interesting. A real clash of the culture war here in Canada is happening today. Yeah, it's going down, guys. I mean, it's been months that this has been hyped up. We've been seeing the protests, and now is like the big day, right? So, whew, I've been hyping up on the channel. You guys know that I've been hyping up the Million Man March on the channel for a while. And this is playing out right now. The woke Ottawa, useless, absolutely useless public sector employees who are just like the laziest, most like
Get bored. Come on.
where's your jack boots? So they're gonna, are you here to trample Muslims or like what's the deal?
You wanna hop down on me?
They're-
Man, I know how to ride bareback, baby.
Oh yes. If they don't, if you if you don't respect
Fuck.
the other people's pronouns, they're gonna stomp you. Look how big, look at majestic horses.
You guys, you know what? Respect my pronoun. I don't think it's okay to diddle little children. And you guys are protecting a bunch of
you
motherfucking
just
pedophiles.
respect your humanity, guys. Just respect your human being.
If they have kids. All right, we're gonna keep walking.
For those of you just arriving, please gather on Parliament Hill. We will be starting the march soon.
All right, so Monty's announcing that we're gonna be starting the march here soon from Parliament Hill. One Canadian flag, this whole line over there, okay, guys? But the Muslims show up wrapped in the Canadian flag, unlike these commies who come wrapped in their other flags. But yeah.
That's one thing about Canada. They welcome the Muslim talk. Not like us. We believe the lies of 9/11. So we put the good Muslims down. There's a lot of good out there. A whole big group that we could join up with that has the same values, mostly like us. And we're missing the boat. We're missing the boat on the whole thing. But they see it in Canada, and we need to open our eyes and see, you know, that we were brainwashed, led astray by a lot of political leaders, world leaders, you name it. So,
Respect to the Muslim community. So talk to some people. And yeah, responding to a comment there in the chat saying, yeah, a journalist is impartial. Like, I don't care. I'll talk to anyone. Telling me that I can't talk to I'm going to lose viewers because I'm talking to the other side. You're probably not my target audience. I'll talk to anybody. I'm here to make good content. And talking to the people you disagree with makes good content. So, a lot of ethnic minorities here, guys. The left will come out and say, oh, these... All right, we're at the front of the line.
that is the gist of it. Today going on. Why can't we do that here in the U.S.? Why can't we do it? Yes, Andy, we do have a lot of biases, you know, whether it's racial, religion, you name it. We have it. And there's a lot of things we can learn from each other instead of battling against each other. See a lot of that these days, you know, people picking on people in Canada and Canadians picking on people in the U.S. and most of them deserve what they get. You know, the ones that are getting it, they deserve it. But that's not the way we should be. Not the way we should be at all. Yeah, we need to work together, hand in hand, join in unity, get the numbers up. It looked like any violence or anything, a little bit of vandalism when they took the gay flag down, but all in all, looks like a good peaceful meet. And there were agitators there. There were people there to start trouble, but everybody kept it cool. All day from when I watched, I didn't see anything, happen except for one guy in a pickup truck tried to get close to the side to the people there, and the cops wouldn't do anything about it. But other than that, pretty peaceful march and a good turnout. We need to wake people up. I mean, yeah. We need to clean this country up. We need to get it done. We need to gather together. All in all, not just one group, this group or that group, but everybody come together. Forget your groups, forget your sanctions. We're killing ourselves by trying to separate ourselves. It's always divide, divide, divide. This little group against that little group. I guess that's what we've been taught all of our lives, and that's what we're used to. We're used to fighting each other. Hey, Tracy. Still sleeping. And this is a worldwide effort. I mean, this involves the whole world because they're out to get us all. It don't matter who you are, whether you're left, right, whoever. They're after every one of us. And we're just too blind to see it, too set in our ways, too used to what's going on. We got to get away from it. Just like have y'all heard this? Of course, a commercial. Sorry about the language. Oh, it's at the top. Did they stop it? Did they stop it? Anyway, go back and watch it. I can't hear where I am. I'm gonna echo a little bit. Okay, let me stop sharing the screen. I think I've stopped there. That probably was a mistake. Let me. This is probably a stoppage too. Okay. Back it up.
But everyone wears the ribbon. You must wear the ribbon.
What you are? You're a ribbon bully.
Hey, you, come back here. Come back here and put this on.
Hey, where's your ribbon?
Oh, I don't wear the ribbon. You don't wear the ribbon? Aren't you against AIDS?
Yeah, I'm against AIDS. I mean, I'm walking, aren't I? Just don't wear the ribbon.
Who do you think you are?
Put the ribbon on.
Hey, Cedric, Bob, this guy won't wear a ribbon.
Who? Who doesn't want to wear the ribbon? So, what's it going to be? Are you going to wear the ribbon?
No, never.
But I'm wearing the ribbon. He's wearing the ribbon. We are all wearing the ribbon. So why aren't you going to wear the ribbon?
This is America. I don't have to wear anything I don't want to wear.
What are we gonna do with him?
I guess we're just going to have to teach him to wear the ribbon.
Cosmo Kramer.
Okay. That's about the size of it. I'm sorry about the video before, but look it up. It's on my, everything I'm showing you is on my Facebook, Carrie's Musings page. You can go look it up. That song brought, the way he remixed it was awesome. Brought tears to my eyes. Made the song so much, it was already great. Now, yeah. Hey, Tim. Hey, Cindy. I think I said Tracy, but if I didn't. We've got so many things going on around the world. It's Nabi catch Nabi and his stuff on Fukushima. How it's killing all the sea life in the Pacific. Well, that's good. Maybe StreamYard shut it down. I mean, it just stopped. I mean, I couldn't do anything. I don't know what it was. Because sometimes they do stop things. Hey, Kramer or something else. That was a good skit. But Ace is late today. I just go through here and oops. I don't know whether to try it again or not. Talk a little bit about this here. Cashless society means zero cash. Everything will be recorded. Every transaction will be tracked. It's all about control. What exactly does that mean? Well, if you want to be anonymous and not have any tracking or anything on the purchase that you made is secret or whatever, you pay cash. You pay cash. That's your anonymity. They take cash away. You have no way to keep a purchase secret. The government will know, everybody will know. Whatever you spend, whatever you buy, they will know exactly what you purchased. It used to be till a while back, been quite a few years, at least 10 or more, I used to pay everything in cash. Didn't even have a credit, well, it had to be 20. Didn't even have a credit card. I paid everything in cash. Because I didn't want that, you know, I didn't want the hassle of losing the credit card and people charging things on my credit card, which is exactly what happened when I got one. So I paid to keep my anonymity with cash. We need to rear up. We need to fight against this cashless society. I mean, there can be no good in it. Of course, I showed Chaplin on my feed. Everybody watch him on Tuesdays and Thursdays. See if I can catch this.
Yes.
And despite that, 38% of black children are living in poverty.
Yes.
73% of black mothers are single mothers.
Yes.
40% of government assistance cases are black Americans.
Yes.
Do you think that the Democratic Party is serving black Americans well?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You agree?
And you have to remember that it was the Republican Party that started. In the beginning, black people was for the Republicans. And what year? I don't remember when it got turned around.
This is weird.
But, right, yes.
Under Johnson.
Under Johnson.
When he signed
right.
the welfare bill.
The New Deal.
Yes,
Yeah.
the New Deal. Yeah. Thank you.
I know my history.
Thank you. I don't
What is your name?
Alberta Frederick. Black people voted Republican. In fact, in fact, they was the ones who, when Lincoln was in office, black people was all in that office until Woodrow Wilson, the Democrat, took him out. The racist that he was, okay, he took him out, left one, and he had to share the party that he was in, share whatever office that he is in with a Democrat white person, okay? That was Woodrow Wilson who did that. And then the ones that was Democrats and they were black, they were the slave owners, because almost 4,000 blacks were slave owners, and they treated the blacks treated their slaves worse than the white man. And at the same time, not only was the white man 10% of the white population that was slave owners, the one that was pushing up right behind them with the most slaves was the Cherokee
Bonnie.
Indians. Okay, that's my family. And then the third ones was the black Americans that was here. That was the free men, the free slaves, and the free men, the former slaves, and the free men. They was the one who ran the Republican Party, okay, until Woodrow Wilson. And at the same time, like I said, the vast majority of your black slave owners was the Democrats.
That's right.
Yeah, were the Democrats.
A lot of people don't realize that the KKK was an arm of the Democratic.
They was and then at the same time they became even more popular under LBJ. Right. And then at the same time, because he was a Ku Klux Klan, and I remember because I was 13 years old when I went to that Civil Rights March. Okay, when Martin Luther King, who was a Republican.
That's right.
Who was a Republican. All right. The thing is that most of your entertainers, black entertainers and stuff like that, they're all voted Republican. And the reason why a lot of the Democrats get into office, because when blacks was able to vote, okay, when they were able to vote, and they knew the Democrats knew that the black people held Republican tickets, they took their tickets out of their hands and put 2 Democrats in the box. Okay, that's how they got back into the office. The Democrats. Okay, that's how they really ran. Because they stuffed up the ballot box. Just like Al Gore, who was Ku Klux Klan, his father, when LBJ was signing the Civil Rights Bill, his father, the Grand Wizard, okay, was out there having a fit, doing the filibuster.
I think she could teach a course.
Yes, she can. Yeah.
Could I ask you a couple questions? Because if I may, I voted Democrat my whole life because I believed that they cared about gay people. I believe that they cared about black people, about brown people. I don't believe that anymore. I walked away from the Democratic Party. I created something called the Walkaway Campaign.
Okay. You started it?
I started it. Have you heard of it?
Yes. I heard. Yes.
Owens and all the folks. Yes.
So we made a movie called The Great Awakening, Breaking the Chains of the Democratic Party. It's made with the testimonials of 20 black Americans who have walked away. It's amazing. Why are 90% of black people still voting Democrat when the...
Amazing, isn't it? What people know, and it's amazing what they don't know. We had to get out like that and tell everybody. That's why I put these things on my page so people can see it. This is my content usually. Usually when I come on and talk, I can't tell my content because it's on my page. So everybody, if you missed my page, and this is quite awesome here. Come on. And maybe my computer may not be okay. Let me cut a couple of these strings here. Oop. Okay, come on.
Hola? Yeah. Hey, I'm Brett. He, him.
Hola.
Hola? Yeah, that's cultural appropriation. That ain't it, Chief.
Really? Isn't Chief cultural appropriation too? And secondly, I'm from Cuba.
That's awesome. I love your sandwiches. You know, it is pretty sad that those Cubans don't really appreciate the great social programs they've got. Am I right, Chief? I mean, person, Cuba person.
Great social programs? What are you talking about?
Well, you know, like take healthcare, for instance.
Yes, we had healthcare, but it mostly consists of us rubbing dirt in our wounds. But my grandmother was able to build this pretty cool wheelchair out of an old washing machine.
You must be mistaken. I learned all about Cuba's excellent social programs in college.
Is that right? How long have you been in college?
Half a semester. So yeah, I'm pretty much an expert on socialism. In fact, I'm inviting people to the meeting my group is having. Socialists undermining capitalist knowledge.
Suck. Tell me what else you've learned in college about my country, Mr. Expert.
Bernie Sanders taught me that Cuba has great literacy programs.
Yeah, we used to have to write, I will obey Fidel Castro 100 times every morning.
Also, Bernie taught me that the poor rose up and they stole the means of production from the ugly rich people. That sounds amazing.
We didn't own anything with regards to production. But what we did have, we had a 20-year-old anemic donkey named Gus. I do miss Gus, but he was delicious.
Okay, by the way, how did
He
you
was
end up in
delicious.
this dystopian capitalist country anyway? We've got it really rough here.
Hey, did you order the orange mocha frappuccino?
Oh yeah, that's me.
Okay.
I hate when they look at you like they expect a tip. Anyway, yeah, how did you end up in this terrible place?
We escaped on a raft made out of a mattress and inflated surgical gloves.
You mean to tell me that you came to America on purpose?
No, not on a porpoise, on a raft.
I don't understand how somebody could flee Cuban paradise and come to this oppressive, totalitarian hellscape.
I can tell you, we didn't have any of those in Cuba. That I can guarantee you.
What, you mean that in Cuba you guys only have like iPhone 12s? No, don't tell me. iPhone 11s? No, that can't be right.
You young people don't have any idea what socialism is like.
My ride's here. Yeah, Mom. Yes, I'll be there in a second. Gosh, I'm gonna be late to the Antifa protest. So, do you want to learn more about why North Korea isn't real socialism?
Yeah, my parents escaped North Korea after digging a 30-foot tunnel through frozen dirt with a pair of chopsticks. So,
Okay. Interesting to me, hopefully interesting to you. That is, we see that here in Florida. You're right, Nobby. We see that. We see the Cubans, talking to people. And that's exactly the way these nutcases talk to them. They want to go to Cuba, let them go to Cuba. That's what I say. Such a paradise to them, let them go. Shoot. Probably kick in the airfare for them. Let them stay there. Find out what it's like. I had a lot of Cuban friends when I went to college. And, several of them I keep in contact pretty much daily, They're still fighting against Cuba. Still silently sending, whatever to help out and, keep their people safe. It's still there. It's pathetic. I mean, right on our back door, we see it. Do anybody want to talk about any of those? Put it up on the chat. Come in and talk to me. But what it really kills me, we fight amongst ourselves. We have streamers against streamers. People being brainwashed by one person. We need to go in unity, spread the word of liberty and freedom. There is no such thing as democracy. We know all the cultures and civilizations that were democracies and they failed because mob can't always rule. In fact, one of the most recent, it was Hitler. It was democratic, democracy. What happened? What happened? That's why they want democracy here in the United States. So the elite can take over by that one vote, 50-50, half and half. Half is all they got to get. Maybe if they made it 70%, it might be all right, but I doubt it. It's still, what everybody wants, that's what they get. If they want to eat babies, they can pass the law. You know, majority wants it, they can do it. And yes, I said eat babies, no matter what it is, no matter what the cause is. There's enough nutcases out there that would jump on the bandwagon. Oh, I know what I want to show. Give me a couple seconds. I must have a slow internet connection again today. I was burning fast here, and since the storm, since the hurricane, it has been crappy. Okay, come on. I think I showed this, but maybe I didn't. If I didn't, it's worth a. If I did, it's still worth a second shot. Oh, I know. This is probably many of you seen this, but this is a good meme. If you believed in the science of math, but not the science of life beginning at conception, then you did not believe in science. You believe in a political ideology, which is exactly true. Exactly. Popped up on me. What do you know? Okay, I'll scroll down here. And I thought this one was pretty good too. Come up. Ooh, that's awful. The Second Amendment does not grant us the right to bear arms. The Second Amendment denies the government the authority to infringe on our right to bear arms. Exactly. It don't matter what it is. It does not matter. Oh. And there's Miss Aruba's license plate. Anybody knows what that says? Wisconsin license plate, AMHBNWB. Anybody in the chat knows what that is? Going once, going twice. Almost heaven. West Virginia. Nobby's having his own. What did I do with it? Anyway, I have a lot of info. There's the good one. On my Facebook, this little girl does a quote of the day. Every day, she does a quote. It is fantastic. Y'all check it out. Very enlightening. Steve is memorial. I didn't know I was that far back. I did see one thing I wanted to show. This is Florida, coming soon in the fall. In Florida. "18 minutes. Ah, 18 minutes. I'm gonna run. Probably won't show it all. Names of the missing children in Maui. See if I can skip through it. Come on. No, I don't want that. Get up there. I don't want to play. But everybody go to my Facebook page and check out the video. Here in Epstein's lots of missing children, school buses, airports, underground bunkers, you name it. I was thinking. I think it's behind. It's wanting to play it now.
Getting back to Maui for a moment, before I even get to my list, but getting back to Maui, one of the big questions in Maui is the missing children. This has been on everybody's mind. What happened to the school buses? Because all reports coming out, well, the bus yard was full one day and now after the fires all the buses are gone. Where are the buses? There was a video that came out saying that, yes, I've found the buses. They're all at this old military base. And we've done a bit of a search, and online we've found that military base. It's an airfield, and it's kind of interesting how you get to this military base. Well, how you see it anyway. It's kind of interesting how you see it on Google Earth, because if you go to Google Earth or Google Maps, then you see this military base or this old airfield which was decommissioned a few years ago, and it's there's nothing there. The photos are quite old, but there's a process you can go through to actually see a new photo of the place. And I'll just switch back to a video that I'll prepare later at home and show you how to check this out for yourself. Okay folks, so here we go. Now here's Hawaii, Lahaina. You can see the new pics of the fires. The fire damage is all there on Google Earth. You can see all the burnt out buildings. You know, there's Tradewinds, the resort, and you know, it's all burnt out. If you actually go back a couple of days or a couple of weeks or a month, you see it all before the fires, go forward to now, and you see it all burnt out. What I wanted to show you, this reports of this military base and where the buses are now. This military base is this airfield over here. You see where that is in relation to Lahaina. There's Lahaina. Here's the military base down here. So when you zoom in and look at this, there's an area here where all the buses are parked. That's quite interesting. Like when you look at the area here, oh, they're all there now. Well, look at that. I was going to show you a process you had to go through to actually see these buses, but I don't have to. But there's all your buses, folks. They're all parked there at this military base. They must have just added this photo like in the last 2 days, because there was this quite complicated process you had to go through to find this photograph and see these buses. But that's all of the school buses. You look at it, there's about 20 or 30 buses there, maybe more. And they're all the buses from the Lahaina area. An important thing is this racetrack. This is like a dirt bike track, and this is also a motorsport track, obviously. So we've got two lots of motorsport. Here's another dirt bike track here. And surrounding this whole area are cane fields. These are all cane fields. Now pay special attention to this building here. This building with these 5 vents on top. and this other building over here, which is a telephone exchange. So I guess that's all I need to show you. That building, the telephone exchange, these racetracks, and the fact that all of the buses that we thought were missing from Lahaina are all parked here. Interestingly, over here as well, there is a concrete works. It's actually a concrete facility. You can see the piles of concrete. This is where they make it cement. It's actually a cement works or whatever. So that might be something to pay attention to a little bit later on as well. But now I'll get back to the video. Now there was another video that came out 7 years ago, which showed people exploring tunnels, which I would suggest are also near this base. These people were on Maui, and if you listen to I'll just play you a couple of minutes of it, just show you the opening dialogue and a little bit of what they were finding when they went down the elevator, which actually took them down 300 feet. And this is just one place. I'm not sure where this place is, but I have an idea where it might be. And just have a look at this.
This is Smoking Motorsports. We got Red and Binford right here. We're reporting with Side Pipes in Wisconsin. This is Side Pipes. Wisconsin's in here. This is Wisconsin. We're in this big generator thing. Freshwater pump. Freshwater pump of some kind. We're going to take an elevator downstairs.
So the elevator stops and then this goes. Can you stick the camera out right there?
Very good. Looks like we're almost done. Yes, we're about
I'll stop by. Did you take the full length of the ride?
Oh, ever since we walked into the building so far, bro. 290 feet. It says right there.
Oh, okay. So almost 300 feet.
We're going to a 600-foot one?
Yeah, we'll go try to figure out which one.
It's hot up here. Oh, fuck yeah. This is straight fucking what we're going to make right here. What are these, bro?
These
are old mine shafts.
Yeah, this is areas where they cut off the side.
Go for it, Binford.
Okay. Just to the story, have school buses, have an airfield, have tunnels, have underground bunkers, vents, other tunnels. What happened there? Where are these children? Buses are there. Where are the children? Mighty nefarious, if you ask me. Mighty nefarious. A lot of things going on in this world. We can question. Looks suspicious. Looks suspicious. You know, walks like a duck, acts like a duck, must be a duck. We got to keep our eyes open. We got to watch this world. The tunnels of Windsor Castle. Yeah, there's a lot of tunnels over there too, from what I hear. A lot of secret things underground in England. Here, it's everywhere. I was watching something last night on CERN, but the particle reactor there. How a blue light went up towards the sky in a round ring, looked like a black hole opened up. Are they opening up parallel worlds? Are they bringing in, like the Bible says, are they bringing in the angel to open the hell's gates? Are these demons prompting them in other dimensions all the way up? We have at least 10 dimensions now that what we know of. We're going to get to 3. A lot of dimensions to explore. A lot of things could be happening simultaneous to us right now. I mean, this is physics. They're trying to crack it open. And according to the word, bringing in demons. Not aliens, but demons. Is that what's going on in these end times? Got to think about it. Talk about it. Study it. A lot of these things could be modern equipment. A lot of the details in the Book of Revelation might not be people at all. It might be some kind of machine, a jet. Because it's hard to, it's like a flaming chariot was described kind of like a rocket. A lot of people say the flaming chariots are rockets. We don't know. If they know that there's at least 10 dimensions, who knows what could be happening in another dimension that we can't even see. We don't know. And this is, way beyond what we're thinking about now, but think about it. Wrap your mind around it. There's a bigger picture out there that none of us can see. None of us. Even the greatest scientists can't conceive, what could be out there. That's the scary part. They bring it in, what are we going to do with it? What are they going to open up? We've already got mind control. We've already got all these, we can start our own weather. Yeah, a lot of things is you're right now. A lot of stuff we can't see or smell. We don't know. We don't know what's happened, what's going to happen. We have to be vigilant. That's why I say we have to band together and not look for a leader. We don't need a leader. We need people that lead as one voice, as a group. Not any particular name, but, groups upon groups together united with a common goal. We can't wait for just one leader. We have to be leaders ourselves, lead ourselves, get out there, beat the drum, knock on doors, talk to people when we're out and about. The China syndrome. And we wonder who the bad guys are. Because we can't see them. Who are the bad guys? Who is that boogeyman? Well, the only way we're going to find out is to push it. When we start pushing it, we'll find out who the boogeyman is. And maybe we can conquer that boogeyman. But the way we're going now, we're not going to do anything. We're not going to accomplish nothing. We're like spitting in the wind, wasting our breath. We'll talk a good talk, but we're not pushing hard enough. We're not pushing forward. Fighting amongst each other, calling ourselves silly names, hiding behind who we are. With a fake identity. Not getting out there, let it be known. I don't care whether you're behind a fake identity or not. It turns to know exactly who you are by your IP address, by your phone number, by how you get on the internet. They know exactly who you are. You can put any stupid name up there, they're going to know who you are. How do you think they got their J6s? They geofenced them by their cell phones. Yes, indeed. Tracked them by their cell phone history. And there's trillions and trillions, there's more than trillions, And I don't know how far it goes after the trains, but they got these data centers full of information on everybody. Everybody. And if that doesn't scare us to death, if that don't get us motivated, I don't know what should. What would? I mean, you know yourselves, you go online, you look up something on Amazon or JCPenney's or wherever you go on the internet, and Top Sheen or Temu or whatever it may be, they know right who you are the minute you put it on there. And for the next month or so, you get advertisements for the same thing you were searching for. At least a couple weeks. Big Brother is watching. 1984 is done past, and we've gone past it. We went way beyond 1984. All this stuff that's going on, that's a kid's book. Yep. Everything comes back at you, no matter what you do. So if you're afraid, well, you have cause to be really more afraid, because it don't, no matter how you cover your tracks, you ain't covered them, because they got it. Every which way to Sunday. They've got your information. They know what you're doing, exactly what you're doing. It's just like coming up October 4th. Scary day. What's going to happen when they hit everything? What is the purpose of it? Why? Is it a test or is it a mission? We have to pray the good Lord. It's just a test. And let's hope whatever they're trying to accomplish, they don't succeed it. Let's pray that they don't. It's just like our money I was talking about earlier. They got us on the debit cards, credit cards. Well, you know, people with cash, they say, well, we or no credit. We can't get a credit card. So they started the debit card, the cashless society. And me, you go up there, slap that card in the box, and bing, bing, put your pin in, and, you know, got the transaction done. But guess what? There's a tally taken on it. It's being added up. It's being stored in the data. You know what you buy, when you buy it, how you buy it. But we come to this digital currency. Like I said before, we have no anonymity. We're out in the open. I mean, we're prime target, because they know everything, tell everything. They get these 15-minute cities where we have to go through facial recognition, the way we walk. You know, they can tell who we are by the way we walk. It's like a fingerprint. There will be no escape. We have cameras everywhere now. I mean, on the interstate, it's like either every half mile or a mile. There's a camera. Traffic department watches it constantly, and may fall asleep. You know, miss quite a bit. Sometimes you wonder if they're there, sitting on the side of the road waiting for a highway patrolman or a service truck to come by. Makes you wonder if they're really watching it. But they're there. I mean, even across the country on our interstates, on the roads, they're everywhere. We got them on every street corner, every street. We have Ring doorbells that capture everything. In our own home, we have something watching the whole front yard or backyard, wherever you have it. Watching everything, recording everything, sending it off to the data banks. We are being watched. We are being listened to. Don't fool yourselves. We need cash. But that confuses them. That keeps them out of control. I don't want them to have that much control. They've got it already. A lot of things we need to fix. A lot of things we need to look at. A lot of things we need to do. We all need anonymity. We all need it. What keeps us as an individual? No cash? We're just a number. Just a number. We're almost there. We're almost there because hardly anybody uses cash. I know I carry cash around in my pocket forever. Got the card down. I'm just as dumb as everybody else. I believe that's a good statement, Navi. I believe their cameras work when they want them to work. When they don't want to catch somebody, oh, they weren't in camera range. That's bull. You know, it's just like the bombs that were found on around January 6th, and you know it was they were fake, and they never caught the bomber or the planter. I wonder why. Because they didn't want to. They didn't want to. They wanted that to get away. So, yeah, they could manipulate everything, and they do manipulate everything. We are not free. We are servant to our credit cards, soon to be digital currency, slave to the government. We have to do everything they say. You know, they'll pull out some law somewhere. There gotta be laws on everything now. You can just whip one out. They probably got everything covered. Keep us bound down. There's a lot of stuff going on about 9/11 that the plane theory does not hold water. But you have to question yourself. Are those people off in other parts of the world living new lives, new identities that were supposedly on those planes? Where did those planes go? Where did they go? They're capable of it. Capable of it. Easy enough to hide in plain sight. Families got millions of dollars. So why not pay a few more million and stash them off somewhere? Incognito somewhere else. It's all possible. All possible. Conspiracy is only a conspiracy until it's proven true. And we need to try to prove, at least to some satisfaction, what happened in a lot of cases. Was it intentional? Did they do it to stir up the Muslim world? So let's talk about earlier, Canada. They don't look at them like we do. We look at Muslims with hate, the whole group, not just the radicals, but all of them, which is not fair. Because even though it's not the same religion or faith, it's basically the same, except for Christianity is a little more of love than the Muslim. Hey, Chaplain, how you doing? Oh, it's 5 o'clock already. We had to look at each and everything. We had to take the magnifying glass and look at everything, all the details, not just let it pass by us. I'm telling you, we just ignore most of it. We were trained to, trust the government. Government will do you no harm. Well, they have harmed us. They have harmed us. We let them take over the schools, take the Bibles out of the schools, no discipline in the schools. And our kids are going haywire. They're confused. They don't know which way to go. They might hear one thing at home and another thing at school. But a lot of people, a lot of families, they're so busy working, they don't care. They don't check on it. Kids are all alone. Come up thinking for themselves. Listen to what the teachers say. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Trust the government. We can't trust anymore. We cannot trust anymore. Yep. If you think about that, Nobby, you think about everything, You think about how minuscule everything is in the big scheme of things. A lot of things, it's like I was talking about the dimensions. The book of Revelations, how it talks, how the angels come in. They could be from this CERN reactor, maybe bringing these heralding angels in. Who knows? The things that are going on in the sky that we see that bring, and they're all in that locality. How do we know? We don't. We have to speculate. Think about it. Study it. It's just like Fukushima. They need to be finding a correction for it. Like I was talking to Navi last night. They need to find some place in Siberia or somewhere where there's not many people and just bury it as far as they can bury it and seal it up. And it's like a postage stamp on the world, it's not it won't take that much to get rid of the crap. On the treadmill, hey, you all? Been a while. Yep. But we could correct a lot of these problems, a lot of these mistakes if we stay diligent, speak out against it. Don't be afraid. Don't be a bunch of wusses. But we're a bunch of wusses. We stand back. We talk. We're going to do something. We play games. We have fun. We don't talk serious about it. Start getting serious. Everybody turns it off. I said, no way, I'm not getting serious about that. Oh, onion rings. Yeah, I need to get me some good onion rings. Don't know how it would do my stomach, but probably would be okay. Hey, Slim, how you doing? How's Charlene? Hope things are going well there. I tell you what, it's a cruel world. Until we stand up and say we're not going to take it anymore. And it's going to take everybody. It's going to take, there's good crowds all the way across Canada today. I love seeing that. Good participation. But we need a lot more. We need that worldwide. We need that in every country. If we can't do it at the same time, we need to do it and add numbers. Do it more than once. Somebody was making a joke today about Canada. They said, well, they brought everybody out, but now they'll say, oh, sorry. Sorry. But it was a good uplifting thing to watch it. watch people out there taking part in their civil activities, showing the government of Canada what they wanted, what they thought. Yeah, there were both sides, but looked like the majority was for, you know, the more conservative way, the right way. That's a big problem, see, Hunter. We cannot deal with the lithium-ion batteries. Let's hope that they can recycle and use the same thing over and over. You know, redo them and recycle them. There's a lot of recycling plants that take the material, they break it down, and then they bring it back together for new batteries. Yeah. Sorry, eh? You're right, you all. We got to get serious. I can't say it any better. We have to get serious about what we want. Do we want the way of life we got now? Where we don't know what's going to happen the next day? I'm beginning to wonder. Well, a few years ago, I said, no way, you know. But now, I'm beginning to wonder if we wouldn't welcome it, you know. Let them run our lives. Let them tell us what to do. Let them know let them know what we're going to do. And go to Sieg Heil, you know. What say you? What say you in the chat? What do you think about it? You want to live that way? I know I don't. They might as well just throw us all in prison and give us our food and, you know, let us live our days, you know, in solitary. It's the same thing. Same thing. I just don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand why I can see why we got the shape we're in. But I don't understand why we want to stay in the shape we're in. I don't understand. What can we do? We can't stand together. We can't do nothing. We're going to pull apart, fight with each other, tear each other apart, and downgrade each other like there ain't no tomorrow. And that's all I see. The people that are trying to help them, oh, they got the wrong mod, they got the wrong this, they got the wrong that. At least they're trying. At least they're trying. As long as they keep it clean and don't cut other people down and, you know, let people live. A lot of streamers let everybody in. Let them talk all they want in chat. They don't bring them up on their panels and stuff, which is fine and good. You know, let the chat fight it out. But they get, you know, both sides get their points across. Nothing wrong with that. They're as human as we are. Sometimes I like a nice go around with somebody that don't think the way I do. It could be good for all of us. But most people are living a whole new life on YouTube. They're living their life there. Not outside of it. They're always on YouTube. Like a whole new fantasy world, their own power, their own thing. It's sad to see it. Trapped in a fake world. And you wonder, you hope that they can get out of it. Realize it's not all real, it's fiction. The world they're living in ain't no better there than it is in the regular outside world. It just breaks my heart seeing people fall head over heels into it. Just like they're all saying, Hail Hitler. Living in a fantasy world. I guess because they rule their roost, they have their own freedom. But that's not my type of freedom. And I'm sure it's not your type of freedom. Let's get out there. Let's work on it. Let's let our voices be heard. Let's count for something. Let's unite. And let's get her done. Somehow, some way. Hey, hello there. Pedo King? Oh. Well, a lot of stuff is said. Not true. Maybe true. Can't hold ourselves back because some idiots out there trying to keep things going that, should have been stopped immediately. Like I say, we live in a sad world. We'd cut each other down. Probably cut each other's throat if we could, if it was legal. We need to change it, or we are in big trouble. Let's get out there. Let's get her done. Bring people together. Speak the truth. I'm going to call it for today. Y'all have a good evening. Unless something else happens, I'll see you Friday. Love you guys a lot. And hopefully we can turn this thing around. Who's with me? Night.